entrepreneur. This is Mark Newsom, Mr. Marketing. Welcome to this special presentation entitled 3 Creative Marketing Ideas You'd Be Wise to Stop Overlooking, Entrepreneur. How the ultimate insiders strategically use their customer base to make more money. And guess what? How you can too. Ladies and gentlemen, this short video is going to focus and expose you to 3 incredibly simple creative marketing ideas and or strategies that you can and should be using right now to help you easily make more money and out-promote your big buck major competitors. You know, the ultimate insiders in business, they routinely tap into their customer and clients bases because they have vast resources. In other words, we're talking about word of mouth. And this is going to help you make more money with less effort. For example, take a look at this. Here's creative strategy number 1. Ladies and gentlemen, create a contest. Now, you got to test. Remember, everything you ever hear from Mr. Marketing is predicated on the fact that you have to inexpensively test before you just roll it out. Otherwise, you speculate and you're rolling the dice. But anyway, you create a contest and you do this specifically for your email subscriber list and your mobile marketing text list. And you ask them to tell you what is the number one thing that your major competitors do better than you do. And then you ask them what is the one thing they would do to compete against it if they only had, I'm using $200, but X amount of dollars. In other words, you want to keep it low because you don't want to have it based on a mentality that you have unlimited funds to do what corporate America does. Because obviously that's not the case. You and I are small business owners and service providers and entrepreneurs. So what you're trying to do is tap into their creative thinking. And you're going to reward everybody that participates, but you let it known that the top 3 answers, you're going to do something completely over the top with, because they're showing you where a major hole is in your operation, ladies and gentlemen, and more importantly, how to cover that hole and fill it. Here's creative marketing strategy number 2. Find out how many of your current customers are small business owners and or service providers. And now this is great for an offline business. And agree for 1 week to promote their business by putting a giant display or something inside your store for a week. Now their end of the deal is they go on Facebook and Twitter, and if they have a mobile list and an email list, and they let their customers know they're going to be in your store. There's a display or something, or a booth, whatever is going to be in your store. So in other words, they're exposing their customer base to you and vice versa. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if you create a synergy with like 6 or 7 different businesses, think about this. You could all start cross-promoting each other like this every other week or once a month. And rather than you constantly spending money on the traditional advertising methods, you know, television, local radio, newspapers, and all that stuff, you could pick up the same potential customer base for a whole lot less money. In fact, in another video, we're going to delve deep into this strategy because I doubt seriously if you really appreciate what you could be potentially sitting on. Now, here is creative marketing strategy number 3. Ladies and gentlemen, one of the best and least inexpensive creative ways for you to leverage your valuable customer base and client base is by consistently offering your best sales promotions to your customers' immediate circle of influence. For example, you do a weekend blowout sale extravaganza and the sales go through the roof. Entrepreneur, you gotta immediately turn around and create an index card, a business card, a flyer or something, and the next time the people walk into your store, not those specific people, but I mean the next day you're open, you create an index card and it simply says something like, do you know anyone else that likes saving X% off as much as you do? In other words, whatever that percentage was that cranked out all those sales. That strategy needs to be repeated but leveraged to your customers' immediate circle of influence. So now you may say, well, Mark, isn't this a glorified gift certificate? It's beyond that. And here's why. You know, when you give a gift certificate, that's great. That's proven to work, but it's generic. That's like saying, do you know anybody that owns a luxury car? Okay. Do you know anybody that owns a 2004 2014 Aston Martin? See, that's a completely different question. And the answers you get won't be as the numbers you won't get pardon me, won't be as large, but they'll be far more specific because the people are saying you asked for an Aston Martin, you asked if I knew anybody that owned one. Well, there you go. So you're asking, hey, you know anybody that likes to save X% off as much as you do? And like if you give away five, there's a good chance you'll get at least one that'll turn into a long-term repeat customer. And you know what that's good for? Referrals. What else? The repeat business. What else? Testimonials. Ladies and gentlemen, that's where you make the huge money. The huge money, because each time these people come back, when they refer and when they stay with you, your cost of sale goes down and your gross profit goes up. So that's where you want to get to. See, in the beginning, what most small business owners and service providers don't realize and appreciate, 80% of their expense is trying to create that first time customer. You want to start reversing that to where 80% of it's profit because you've already got the customer. Now you're leveraging their circle of influence. That's where you got to get. That's where the real money and the profit is in business. So, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you can see in these three short, simple, creative marketing strategies and ideas how you can create a lot more money a lot faster with a lot less effort. So, with that said, for those of you who want to discover how you're going to add an additional 25% more gross profit, do so to your bottom line in the next 90 days or less, then entrepreneur, grab your free 9-page special report and head over to youcanmarketonlinenow.com/sales because that's where you can get it. This is Mark News with Mr. Marketing. We'll see you again next time on the Marketing Minute.